Hello and welcome to another episode of Eat In with Adam and John. Today I'm John. We're going to do a three-part complex dinner meal today. It's going to sound simple when I say it, but we're going to do it all from scratch. We're just going to make some, what are we making? Grilled cheese and tomato soup. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to make the bread, we're going to make the tomato soup, we're going to take the bread and make grilled cheese out of it, and that'll be good. Let's start with the bread. That's going to be the longest lead time item. Remember to put the paddle in the bread machine. We're going to make bread machine bread because that's the way I do it. If you don't put the paddle in, you're going to be sorry later. So we're going to start with 1 1/3 cup of water. Then we're going to add some oil, 2 tablespoons of oil, 50-50 flaxseed and sesame seed combination. So we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of that. Then I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of sugar. Well, better make that 2 tablespoons of sugar. And 1 teaspoon of salt. You're going to want to be a little more careful measuring the salt. Next, we have bulgur flour. This is wheat that has not been milled. It's only been cracked. So we're going to add 1/2 cup of this. It adds a really neat texture to the bread. 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour. And 2 cups of regular bread flour. So we're going to add in 3 teaspoons of yeast, but don't fill it all the way up. So it's not really 3 teaspoons, it's more like 2.5.
Are you making sure it lands on the flour?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's sort of the point of adding the fluid first and then the flour. The flour is just sort of clumped on top in like an island in the sea of bread making. And the yeast is the little people on the island. So you don't want the people to fall in the water yet. Later, when the bread machine starts mixing, it's gonna basically cause a calamity on that planet and mix all the people in, and they're gonna start bloating up and reproducing, and it won't be pretty. But luckily, we won't have to see that. So here we are. Next, you're gonna want to put this in the bread machine on the regular whole wheat cycle, and go ahead and get that started. And now we're ready to start with the soup. We're going to first we're going to take 2 or 3 cloves of garlic, and we're going to get them in without any oil, just going to on a low heat. We're going to start cooking it with the broth. So I have not yet turned the heat on. Make sure you get the bits of the dry bits that you're not going to use. And 1 slice of onion. We're going to go 1/4 inch or centimeter, give or take. Right about that. Now we've got, again, 1 slice of onion and 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. We're going to add 2 cups of water and 1 vegetable bouillon cube. Quarter teaspoon of salt. On top of that, a teaspoon of sugar, and we're going to go and put that on low heat for right now. Next, what we're going to be doing is adding approximately 4 cups of diced tomatoes. Again, doesn't have to be all neat and pretty. because we're going to throw it through the blender anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the seeds, but otherwise keep the rest of the tomato. So in order to do that, you're going to want to sort of just take your thumb and just sort of go like that and de-seed it. It's really the simplest thing in the world. Now that we've got our soup mixture here, we're going to go ahead and turn that up to medium heat, and we're going to let that cook, till it's sort of all thoroughly warm and squishy. You can see the flavors are kind of doing their thing in there. Now we've got our bread, and we're gonna go ahead and start making the grilled cheese sandwiches while we finish off the soup. The soup is right now just under medium. It's warming up nice, and it should be ready to eat right about the time that we finish our sandwiches. So this is a typical bread machine loaf of bread when it comes out of the bread machine. You can notice that the paddle has a hole here, and that's generally okay if you're making toast or something like that. But it does present a problem for grilled cheese. That's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and try and cut these about 1 centimeter thick. And again, as parallel as possible. So we're going to add butter, and you want it to be even throughout and thoroughly buttered, but you don't want it unnecessarily buttered. So about like that should do it. This you want somewhere around medium to medium low as well. Want the cheese thoroughly spread, and a little bit of dill just crumpled and sprinkled up on top. You want to make sure that your pan is approximately the same size as the burner, and you want to make sure that your sandwich is in the center of the heating region. Our grilled cheese is coming along nicely. I've turned that up to medium heat to make sure that we get a nice grill on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and flip it. You want that nice sort of browning, but not too blackened. Now the grilled cheese is done. All ready to go.